Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another serving of this beautiful, brilliant thing, the Neutral Zone. My name is B-Wall, and I would like to welcome you to what's going to be a very super fantabulous edition. Today is very special for so many reasons, but first, because I need to say this loud and proud that I'm wearing a Man United jersey that's fresh off the plane. It's still,
where is it coming from?
It's smelling jet lag.
From Sudan.
Yeah, this is some new apparel that I've just received. I felt like I should debut it on the show. I don't know if I should turn for you to see the number on the back. Very legendary number. That's what I'm wearing today. I hope that you can zoom in and see my shoe game as well. And the socks, they're looking very super awesome. The jeans, as usual, not very cheap, but that's what I'm looking like today. I have with me two guys. They're going to introduce themselves, but before we go that further, allow me to let you know that today, as always, we are at the Gardens, Nigeria, and on this particular Friday, as I always tell you, we're getting ourselves ready to listen to some good old school music. We'll be hearing a bit about it later on. We've got one individual here who will be serving some of that music. He'll tell us what's going on. Outside of that, the Gardens, Nigeria, every Thursday, there's rock music playing here. Every Wednesday, there's Catch a Fire, some reggae, conscious vibes happening. And apart from that, there's a very, very awesome washing bay. You probably are hearing the sounds now in the background. And, yeah, they've got some very awesome gardens as well. And a brilliant kitchen that's got a dope menu. A big shout out to everybody who has shared and liked and commented and done whatever they have to do to the episode. We thank you very much. Keep doing that. As we grow, we want to grow with you, and we hope that as we get a wider audience, you can be a part of it. A, by, as I said, sharing, liking, commenting, but also B, if you want to be on the show, if you want to sit here and have conversation with us, reach out, and we'll be happy to host you, right? So yes, on this beautiful Friday, as I said, I have two gentlemen with me. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell us why they're dressed the way they're dressed and how their week was. I will start with the dude right next to me. I don't know what color of t-shirt that is, but yeah, tell us your name, tell us what you're wearing, how expensive or cheap it is.
Well, for starters, I'm wearing clothes. So my name's Jagen. Everyone calls me Mad Mudokolo. Reason
Some
because
people call you what?
no, yeah, there's a guy next to me whose name I won't call myself. He's called Oworgosi, but he prefers to call me that. Apparently, he refused his baptism.
Yeah.
These kids, Gen Zs,
Yeah, that's what they do.
Mad Mudokolo, I'm wearing a Celtics cap.
It looks very dope, bro.
You won't find any other branding on me other than Boston Celtics or Manchester United, especially the blue one. Man, that Snapdragon looks good.
Yeah,
man.
it's very awesome.
If only we played as good as the Jazzes look like.
Goodness. Let's not even go there.
Well,
Are we taking that direction already?
no,
No.
I apologize.
Let's not even go there. But look, it is good to have you here.
Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was good. I'm fresh out of a frosty hangover.
Oh yes.
If you know what I'm talking about,
Frosty
you know what it
lakeside.
is. Yes.
Yeah, that happened last
3
week.
days of full-time enjoyment.
Absolutely.
It takes also 4 days of
Recovery, absolutely.
Yeah,
this is by Lake Narubal. It's very dope.
Yeah, very dope. And I'm here at the Gardens to serve the usual weekly dose of old school music.
Dang.
That grown folk music.
Old people music.
Brings back the nostalgia when you used to get what they call nigos now, rubber dabs.
Rubber dabs back then, yeah.
Back then. So we shall be jamming into that later on. For now, I'll try to talk some sports.
Thank you.
I'm glad to be here.
Good to have you here as well.
Good to have you, Origi.
You don't have to censor it. It's your name.
Honorable Orugambo, as usual. I am wearing a very prestigious jersey.
Yes.
Why? Because today we are going to be looking for those 2 points that we missed last season against Soltilo Bright Stars.
Yeah.
In Wankurukuku. I don't like to call it home.
Yeah.
But the fact is, it is our home.
For now, yeah.
And as this podcast goes on, we are already in the pitch playing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this was coinciding with the game, so I couldn't move to Wankulukuku. Yeah, I am looking forward to a good result, to maximum points from this game. That is why I'm donning this jersey, and I hope after the 90 minutes, I will still wear it and be proud.
Okay, fair enough. 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses. Not the best start if you're defending champions, but hopefully we'll pick the 3 points against Bright Stars, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I want us to move on very quickly. For those who, you might see these glasses here moving and getting refilled every now and again. As I said, we are at the Gardens, Nigeria, and as usual, we have our person who will be moving around and refilling our glasses. Pass by sometime during the week or the weekend and enjoy, as I said, an array, an assortment
Do you
of
get a chance to
eats
do
and drinks.
this one here?
Yeah, you can do this. You can do this, guy. Yes, on your bill.
I thought you guys had a budget.
We are getting back to club football. The international football break is ending. For many countries, it was really, really positive. For countries like Uganda, picking up 6 points.
Yeah.
Very delicious. For some other countries, not too good. But generally, now that club football is back, the excitement is back. And for those who play FPL, you understand that the panic has now begun. I want to start with you, Jagan, very quickly. Let's first actually enter into FPL, right?
Yes, sir.
Who are the potential top captains for this particular game week? I heard that Saka might be injured. I don't know, he has a bit of a flag on him.
Well, from the last communication from the Arsenal coach, he was saying, he wasn't really bad. He could have played the second national game.
Okay.
But I think they kept him. These clubs play these games when it comes
They
to
do.
national
They
games.
do.
And from the looks of things, the most clear fixtures you're going to find right now are either Arsenal or Tottenham, Spurs, or Liverpool.
Yeah.
And that kind of brings down choices in terms of assets we can use for captains. And the obvious asset that is always going to be Haaland. He's playing Wolves.
But he's blanked twice.
Yeah, but
do you still bank on him?
Well, he gave us 2 hat-tricks in a row too. So
Fair enough.
you can choose to pick your dice and
You also don't know when he's going to come up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anytime he can come and surprise you. So
Okay.
you better have him.
Yeah.
The other option is Salah.
Okay.
He's dropping in price because very many guys are selling him because the assets in the midfield are becoming more and more, the cheaper they are.
Yeah.
The value is really good
Absolutely.
in the midfield. So Salah is another option. It's a good option too. The other options would be Watkins because Aston Villa has good fixtures too.
Yeah.
You could go Watkins.
Oli Watkins started the season poorly, but he has really regained his form from last season.
Last season he gave us a 20-point haul. You remember it?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
People enjoyed it.
Exactly.
So you reckon he's going to be?
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be good. Brighton is also having good fixtures.
Okay.
So
Mitoma maybe a well-bet.
Mitoma, Paulo is an option too.
Okay.
So I think within there, if you're a differential guy, well, you can go with Gabriel.
Oh, okay. Why am I not hearing any Man United assets?
Apart from Fernandes, the rest
who also hasn't done much.
Wasn't done much. Man U is it's a bad bet. It's a really bad bet. When it comes to FPL, it's a bad bet. I love Man U.
Yeah, but
nah,
it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Okay, Oworugambo, honorable. We are now back to club football. Man United fans were enjoying their life, in this international break. You're not receiving news about United, but now we are back to the pain, right? As a Man United fan, quick question. First of all, are we still saying Ten Hag in or are we saying Ten Hag out? And then secondly, what needs to change? Because something needs to change. Is it the manager? Is it the style of play? Needs to change?
There's one thing that needs to change. The manager needs to move on.
Oh, really?
Yes. The team, I wouldn't say the team is bad because the team is a team that can grow and become better.
Okay.
With a good tactician.
And Ten Hag is not that tactician.
Ten Hag is not that.
Let's assume Ten Hag was fired today. Who would replace him, in your opinion? Because those names are scarce in Europe.
Am I supposed to give a wish list?
Who do you think? Wish list. Who do you think?
I would go for Zidane.
Who doesn't want the job actually? But
he's scared of the job.
It's not a small
job. He's scared
job,
of the job.
He doesn't want to ruin his.
And I would have taken.
He might headbutt a player.
Tuchel has gone for the England
I'd have taken Tuchel. He's gone.
There are not too many in the market, basically.
Yeah, there's not many.
There are not too many.
How about Solskjaer? You guys.
I am happy to have Ole
Oh
back.
my goodness.
I am happy to
Oh
have
my
Ole back.
goodness.
Second chance for him. You know,
I am happy to have him back.
Okay, let's. I feel like the people now who are watching this episode and hyperventilating already because the mere mention of Solskjaer.
That's a bad ex.
Yes, like what? You're going back to your ex? What is this? Yeah. But I get that. The other thing I want to ask you about now, the Premier League coming back and whatnot, because it's a very exciting league, right? And even for those who quote unquote hate it on some level, it throws up surprises every now and again. Yeah. And I know this weekend there's going to be a number of surprises, right? I know we normally do this at the end of the pod where we talk about the results and what we think will happen. But I want you guys, I'm going to go through the games. I want you to tell me the game where you think there will be a shock result, especially for the top teams, yeah? I'll start with you, Jagen. Spurs, West Ham. What do you think is going to happen there?
It's a Spurs win.
Spurs win.
It's a Spurs.
Yeah,
Spurs
there's no
win.
surprise there.
Oh, really?
There would be no surprise there.
It might be a 4-2. Bowen might
do something.
might
Yeah.
do something.
And Antonio seems to be back on.
Yes, but the problem is that Bowen and Antonio are playing for lousy teams. Everyone else is really,
So that's a Spurs win.
that's a Spurs win.
Orgambo, Fulham, Aston Villa. What do you think will happen there?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa is winning that.
Yes.
Okay. Ipswich, Everton.
Whoa.
That's a tight one. Everton has been conceding goals for fun.
That's going to be a Kapapula heartbreaker. I can't really place.
But
it.
there will be goals.
There will be goals.
There
There
will
will
be
be goals. There will be goals. Because,
So maybe like a 2-all draw. Or
no, Everton is leaking at
Yeah,
the back.
yeah.
Ipswich is very ambitious because they are new to the league.
Yeah.
However, they don't have the
like that grit.
the grit, the balls to really keep
Yeah.
the fight going. Chances are they're going to go up fast, but they lose the game.
Okay. United, Brentford. Orgam.
Manchester United is going to win this. Who you'd call the threat in Brentford has been on international duty with Onana.
Okay.
So entering into this game, he has seen how he's going, how he's playing.
Yeah.
They have played with the same team.
Yeah.
And I am sure that Onana, the best keeper by the way in the Premier League.
Debatable.
No, not arguable. Not
Is it
arguable.
because you watched him at Nambo?
Yeah, it's debatable. It's debatable.
This time Kenya was like, let's close the stadium, don't come in.
Yeah.
But well, leading in clean sheets.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is where I best to say the best. But United is going to win this.
United is winning this.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Newcastle, Brighton.
It's a Newcastle win.
Newcastle win. Southampton,
No.
Leicester. No, don't. Yeah, that's his
Newcastle win.
Newcastle win. Yeah. Southampton, Leicester.
Leicester.
Bournemouth, Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Wolves, Man City.
Manchester City. Of course.
Hat-trick for Haaland.
Oh
for
my
Haaland.
goodness. Okay. Now this one, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Wow. I think Liverpool is getting a whooping.
You think Liverpool is going to lose
Yes.
at Anfield?
Yes, I
They
think
have the most solid defense right now.
Right now, yes, solid defense.
Yeah. They've
I think Arsenal has the most solid defense.
they've considered Liverpool have considered the fewest goals.
Well, those stats are not very familiar
Yeah.
to me, but,
Yeah.
if I look at it from an angle of the assets, the actual assets,
Okay.
the Arsenal assets are much more progressive than
Than the Liverpool assets, yeah.
assets, and also Liverpool midfield is a bit it's not clear, it's Jota or Luis Diaz.
Isn't that their strength actually, that you don't know who's going to come at you?
It's actually working
It could be a
against it.
Diaz or a Jota, it could be a Salah, it could be Gakpo, it could there's Nunez, all these are assets that could come at you.
That takes away the symbiotic relationship between the players. No one knows who they are going to actually play with.
Okay,
It's crazy.
so you think Liverpool is going to lose?
I think Liverpool is going to lose.
Okay, finally a war gamble, Forest, Crystal Palace.
I will give it to Forest.
Interesting.
But on the Liverpool Chelsea,
Yeah.
I think Chelsea is going to win.
You both think Chelsea will win.
I think Chelsea will
It's
win.
very bold. I wish
think
AJ
Chelsea
was
is going
here
to win.
because AJ would want to have a thing to say about this. Yeah, she's a big Liverpool fan, and she should probably lose her mind because she in her analysis. I had a conversation with her earlier. In her analysis, Chelsea knows how to ban hot and cold, right? and this might be the game where they're cold, like really, really cold, right?
Yeah, we can all assume.
Never mind the fact
assume.
that Cole Palmer, is always on fire, right? He's always on fire. But in this game,
this is going to be a game that will have more than 4 goals.
It's going to be.
okay.
Liverpool will score.
Yeah.
Chelsea will outscore them.
Okay, so you were saying Madueke will score, yeah?
Yeah, no, I have a feeling Chelsea is on the rise and Liverpool is going down.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, now I want us to go into something that has been eating at the internet as a whole, right? And the world generally. You may or may not have heard it, but there's a Kenyan athlete, very prominent woman who has broken world records, and she's been doing marvelous things, right? The Kenyan, Athletics Federation has come out and supported her, and I'm going to give you a bit of background to it. This lady here has done some very awesome things. Her name is Chepngetich, right? Chepngetich has broken a world record. And just for those who don't know, the Chicago Marathon, right? She claimed an incredible 3rd crown, the other 2 being in 2021 and 2022. And she became the first female in history to run a sub 2:10 marathon, 2 hours and 10 minutes. But in doing this, she sliced a very, very astonishing 1 minute and 57 seconds off the previous world record of 2 hours and 11 seconds. Wow. Right? Which means an entire nearly 2 minutes have been shaved off. And people have been looking at it and thinking, this looks a bit inhumane, right? There are some substances she's been using. And obviously the Kenyan Athletics Federation has come out and said, you know what, guys, why are you nitpicking on her? Some people are saying it's racism. When a white person breaks a record, people don't make noise. When a black person breaks a record, people make noise. But we will remember that the Kenyan athletes have been notorious for, a good number of them have been notorious for doping and things like that. The first question I want to ask you guys is, do you think that there should be a place in sport, right, for people who use extra substances? Perhaps you need the extra substances, for longevity. Perhaps you need the extra substances, to make you. Should there be a space for doping? If there should be a space for that, should we have now a tournament where they say, you know what, come, away from me bintu, onywedde ebintu, mwena mu competing. Do you think that's possible? Do you think that works?
I think that would be fair.
Fair to everybody, right?
That would be fair, because we live in a world of substance abuse.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, like if you look at it from a point of there are specific drugs they've highlighted that these athletes shouldn't take.
Yeah.
However, throughout their whole lifestyle, people grow up on different substances. Mm-hmm. So chances are very high there's a level of doping in everyone.
And even then, today there are so many processed foods, right?
Yes.
Sometimes you consume drugs and you don't know, right? So you're innocently going to the supermarket and purchasing your beef, purchasing your sausages, purchasing, your tinned milk or whatever. You go home, you prepare it, you take it. Much later, a month later, when you're competing somewhere, they say, by the way, you're taking drugs. And you've never really consciously taken drugs. But because of all these processed foods, so should there be room for the federations around the world to say, you know what, maybe let's give them a go.
I think it should stay as it is. Don't allow doping.
But you see, look, okay.
Don't allow doping.
Which brings me now to, have you heard of the enhanced games?
I have heard of them.
Yeah, the enhanced games. For those who don't know, the enhanced games, it's a planned
games.
Okay.
It's very interesting. It's a planned international sports event where the athletes will not be subject to drug testing. No drug testing. It's meant to take place in 2025. Now, reactions obviously from the sporting world have been negative, and commentators highlighting the safety risks of encouraging performance enhancement and whatnot. But these guys are saying that, you know what, we live in a world that is progressive. Things are happening very quickly, some things happen ngatumanyi, right? You're there drinking your milk every day, and the milk is less. You don't know. So when you go to compete, that shouldn't be held against you. And for those, we are not encouraging doping or drugging. We're just telling you that in 2025, the enhanced games...
But that's a bad idea.
And maybe that's an opportunity for Uganda to feature and win some medals.
But
we are winning medals with the anti-doping rules around. We are winning medals.
But what if we went for this enhanced thing and won a few more?
I think we don't actually stand a chance.
I think we would.
We wouldn't stand a chance.
We would. No. look at it this way.
Yeah.
We all have disadvantages. For example, the South Sudanese are tall, we are short.
That's
Right?
that's already.
Yeah, and already for them it's a DNA thing. It's already unfair.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
You have the same chromosomes as I.
Why are you taller than me?
Why are you 6 feet and I'm 5? So if I can find some stuff,
some
that
advantage.
can level me up with you.
Look at
then
it.
let's compete.
Look at it from
It's a
look at it
level
from the point of someone's health.
Okay.
Because njagala kuangula ngenda kwekuba empiso nnya.
Yeah.
But what is the minimum the max?
I think
What
it
is the
should
limit?
Chikulumira,
It should
it's
be
not your body.
regulated.
Anti olaba anchize ne mu Luganda.
Kanko example. Buli omu ayengera ekisaawe nga yambadde buutu z'omupiira.
Eh.
Lwaki muzamba? Lwaki temuzanya
Mu bigere. What you mu bigere?
Eh.
Yeah. Well, we just wanted to put it out there that the enhanced games will be happening in 2025, and maybe that's an opportunity for Ugandans also to obviously, as I said, there's controversy around it, the health, there's unfair, competition ground and whatever. Think about it, and if you think Uganda should, if you think Uganda should take part, let us know in the comments. Let us know what sport specifically we need to concentrate on and invest in. Invest in, so that maybe a Golola Moses can show up and punch a guy to the golden medal.
waliyo competition z'okugulaba.
Yeah. The other thing that I wanted us to touch on is you guys have heard about. You mentioned the fact that if United were to find a new manager, Thomas Tuchel could be one of the. And the news came out that the English FA has given him a job. He begins work in January. But obviously, there's been a lot of backlash from Englishmen and Englishwomen saying, "Why are you hiring a non-Englishman to coach our country?" Right? That's been the backlash. My question to you guys, and we've had this conversation here in Uganda, that maybe for us, our facilities, our resources, our ability is a bit lower. But is there an issue with a national coach being from a different country? Let me start with you again. What do you think?
I think it's just myopic to think that you can limit knowledge within the boundaries of a country.
So it's okay to hire an external?
Yes, anything that can help you get better.
You take it?
You take it.
Or Gambo, what do you think?
There's two sides to this.
Give us your side. I want your side.
My side, I think, a football manager, as long as they can handle a team, let them come from anywhere.
Now, which brings me now to the next question, a bit tricky, but do you think it's possible that we can hire an external president, for example, right? We say, this is the job description. As long as you can manage from anywhere in the world, if you have the CV, come and be our president, get your salary, or chite, or gende. Is that also manageable? Because all you want is expertise. See what you mean? First of all, because all we want is expertise. All we want is expertise. Right? We don't care where you come from. Is it possible?
It's up to me.
Yeah.
From our current situation, it's still not omuchina akajja atufuge
tagenda kubeera president CEO of Uganda.
Okay, CEO
naye nga president waffe naye ng'oli CEO nga ya running ebintu nga boolaba batukubako Jennifer tulonda Lukwago
bone baleto oli yenna akola ekike. So that's possible.
That is possible.
tufune CEO ne sekandi tugende mu maaso.
So basically, if anybody from England is watching this, we are sorry, but we think you need to get off your high horse.
Yes.
You don't have a good English manager.
If it's going to come back home, like you keep singing, someone else is going to bring it for you.
Someone needs to bring it for them.
You don't have a good English manager. The previous good, decent managers who have handled that job have been non-English. People like Capello, people like Sven-Goran Eriksson, they've all been non-English people, right? They're the people who have done a fairly decent job. So I think Englishmen and Englishwomen need to sit tight. But again, it's their country. But
they made the FA made a good choice in Tuchel.
You think they did, yeah?
A very good choice.
Tuchel is a good choice. He's technical enough.
Yeah.
He has an aura around him that brings discipline to players.
Absolutely. It seems like a disciplinarian, And I think one thing that English players need is a disciplinarian.
Exactly.
Because these guys, I mean,
they are all Beckhams. All of them are Beckhams.
Exactly. That's a very good, like they're superstars, they're heroes. They need somebody to whip them in line And you think Thomas Tuchel will do this?
I think he'll handle it.
Okay, and now as we prepare to wrap up, first of all, I'm going to ask each of you to kutumira one person.
Thank God.
Yeah, to kutumira just one person. I'm not going to say preferably female. I will start with Ja. Send your greetings to one person. Look into which camera? This one. Look into this. This one, right? Look into this camera and send greetings to one female.
Why are you limiting it?
One.
Waliwo yatweetinze mbu amesinga ex we njagala kugamba
should we drop the name?
Move on.
Should we drop the name? Oba ye ex.
Nedda
So you're just sending greetings to her. You're telling her to move on.
Yes. Move on. Abasajja tuli bangi.
So in other words, move on to maybe you.
Yeah, maybe the guys behind me.
But move on.
But move on.
Okay,
move
well
on,
done.
move on.
We shall not mention the name. Owarugambo, honorable. Greetings. Who are you sending greetings to?
Sagala kutumira mukyala. Njagala kutumira kyali wange ateme ennyama wali emulawa.
Yani.
Nze muyita musiraamu naye yangamba yandabako ku YouTube.
Tunakwera jampa.
Njagala kutumirako muganda wange.
So what you do, bova wano yeno mugulire data. Kitegeera. Alabe all the previous episodes plus this episode. And speaking of watching the episodes, guys, like, share, comment, and I'm here looking at our stats, and they are not looking bad. Tetuli bubi nyo, by the way. Tetuli bubi. But having said that, when you make some time, pass by YouTube, look for Forever Media TV. Those are the guys who are doing all this brilliant work, all the setup, sound, all the reach out to them for all your gigs. Yeah, reach out to them if you want to do a podcast. You want to shoot an ad. You want to do a video to propose to your partner, right? You want to do a music video. You want to film an X-rated movie, whatever. They got you.
The government said distributing that stuff is illegal, so don't call them to.
You can record it for yourself.
You can record it for yourself.
For them, they will, yes.
Lokodo, where are you?
Yes, so look out for Forever Media TV on YouTube and on all platforms. They do very good work. And as I said, we are at the Gardens, Nigeria. Again, this Friday is going to be some dope old school here. Jagan will be playing. He'll be spinning the discs. And I always say this, that if you want to learn music, this is a place you should come to on a Friday. So you can sit down and you go through a musical journey, so that by the time Saturday comes and you want to go for those hectic things at Bandali Rise or whatever, at least you have some bit of background on the history of music. And while you're at that, remember that every second Friday, is it?
Yes.
Every second Friday.
It's a vinyl night.
Vinyl!
Yeah.
Yeah, vinyl night here at the Gardens, Nigeria. Every Wednesday, Catch a Fire. Every Tuesday,
you get to sing.
Yeah,
it's
a day for all
wanna be embarrass yourself. There's quiz as well. Have a good time. And every last Saturday of the month, is it? East African Meat Carnival. Yeah. So there's a lot that happens at the Gardens, Nigeria. Pass by, and they have a very dope washing bay, very well stocked restaurant as well, and a brilliant counter with plenty of drinks. The lady who's been handling us should be passing by anytime soon to refill our glasses. As we wrap up, I want. How many minutes do we have? We're wrapping up now, right? Yeah, we have a few minutes, right? So, first of all, Jagan, thank you for being with us on the pod.
Glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
That seat is normally for a woman.
I can feel its warmth.
I just want to ask you one last question before you go. This weekend, in terms of sport, I want you to tell me one thing that you think will happen in this weekend. Whether it's in the Premier League, whether it's in La Liga, whether it's in the Bundesliga, one thing that you think will happen, and you're sure of it 100%.
Can anyone ever be 100% sure?
I need you to be sure of it.
No, I'm sure Haaland is not going to blank. For all my
Haaland is scoring.
FPL chaps out there.
Yeah.
Haaland is the guy.
So Haaland should be a captain.
Haaland should be a captain.
Fair enough. Or Gambo.
If I have to be sure,
yep,
Orlando will be on the podium.
Orlando will be on the podium, yeah? you've taken to this very interesting. Listen,
I had to look for something to be sure about.
And for those who want a bit of context, the USGP is going to be happening this weekend at about 10 p.m. I think, our local time on Sunday.
Races,
we shall be having the Circuit of the Americas, and those who are big fans of Lando look forward to a podium.
I wouldn't say that I'm a big fan of Lando, but you said I needed to be 100% sure.
So Lando will be on the podium. That's
Will be on the podium.
Okay,
That's for sure.
Fair enough. Thank you again for spending time with us. We'll catch you next weekend. I need to again mention that in case you didn't get, I hope you got my shoes and the socks. Sagala Mugambe ntitemwaga.
Nekajaza akave Sudani.
Nekajaza akapya. Kakava kunyonyi.
Owagidde nnyo kala z'abalokolo era nze ndi naawe.
Thank you guys. We'll catch you next time. Don't forget to pass by the Gardens Nigeria, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and do all those things on YouTube. My name is B-Wall. This is Jagen. That's Honorable Oworugambo in absentia. AJ wasn't here. And Dexter DJ wasn't here. They say what's up. We wish you a super fabulous weekend and an awesome week. Adios.